Welcome back to Power Ballad Breakdown. My name is Leslie, and around here we like power ballads. Thank you. And in this series, this is episode number 2 of we're counting down the top 60 rock power ballads of the 21st century. If you missed our first episode, please go check it out. And you know what? If you ask somebody, what's your favorite rock power ballad? It's probably something from the 80s or 90s, right? But there have been a ton of great rock power ballads released over the last 25 years. They're just a little harder to find sometimes. Today we're picking up right where we left off at number 44 with Shinedown. It's a symptom of being human.
Being human.
Next up, My Chemical Romance is not a band I followed much, but they sold a ton of records, and they do have a massive following. Their rock ballad, I Don't Love You, comes in at number 44. Back to Sweden with a band that has no shame in wearing their 80s influences on their sleeve, Crazy Legs, with the track Love Don't Live Here. Eclipse, another Swedish band, this one a little more obscure than others featured on the countdown, has a great power ballad, Every Time I Close My Eyes. So here's something crazy. This next track was actually written in 1997 and added to like a royalty-free music library. So it technically wasn't written this century. However, it was completely unknown until it was picked up and immortalized in the famous SpongeBob SquarePants episode, Band Geeks. And later was this close to appearing in a Super Bowl halftime show with Maroon 5 to honor the SpongeBob creator, Steven Hillenburg. The cultural impact alone of this purposely camper power ballad cements its spot in the top 60 countdown. But the fact that it was written by Bob Kulick, who happened to work with several musicians over the years as a studio guitarist and is a brother to former Kiss guitarist Bruce Kulick, and also David Glenn Isley. If you don't know who that is, he was the singer for the keyboard-driven AOR band H.E.A.T. They had a deal on Geffen Records back in the 80s, and they had a few kind of minor hits that were on MTV. Pretty modest success. But the fact that these two guys got together, wrote this song for basically just threw it together, and then it became a cultural phenomenon is really something special. So here it is, at number 41, Sweet Victory. This band has more tracks on the countdown than anyone else. It's the Struts, who bring all the swagger and melody from the 70s and 80s and create their sound that's both fresh and nostalgic. Here's one of their top power ballads, Merry Go Round. Nothing can top the quality of ballads that Journey released in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. But what a surprise it was when Steve Augeri took over lead vocals on their 2001 album and delivered such a strong performance. Here's one of my favorites off that album. It's With Your Love. For these next two tracks, we're bunching them together. Why? Because they have the same title, the same subject matter, and were released in the same year. And both are very well deserving to be in the countdown. Here's Simple Plan and here's Daughtry with their songs, Gone Too Soon.
Would have given all I had, would have loved you like no other. Who would you be? What would you look like? Would you have my smile in her eyes? To take her up in the next day of the rest of your life.
Early in 2024, Billy Joel really surprised everybody and released his first major single in over 30 years. And the song was actually incredible. Now, Billy Joel is not somebody that I typically would include on a rock power ballad list, but this song really kind of builds up with so much emotion and has some guitar in it that I just had to give it a spot. I never ever thought in a million years that in 2024 Billy Joel would release new music and have it be this good. So here it is at number 36. Let's turn the lights back on.
Tell me how I can't read your mind, but I see you now as we're laying in the darkness. Did I wait too long to turn the lights back on? I'm here right now. Yes, I'm here right now, looking for forgiveness.
Swedish band H.E.A.T continue to gain popularity all across Europe and much of the world with their brand of high-energy melodic rock. We'll see them again on the countdown a little later on, but for now, here's their track, Nothing to Say. Off the only Guns N' Roses album released so far this century, the long-awaited Chinese Democracy, this album, Epic, kind of seemed like a worthy follow-up to songs like November Rain and Estranged. Although it doesn't quite have the same magic, it's still very, very good. Here is Street of Dreams. Even get me started on how much I love German band Kissin' Dynamite. They really deliver a great brand of stadium rock, and I love their power ballads. At number 32, here's Gone for Good. I can't help it that Sweden produces so many great bands, and Eclipse is near the top of that list. The guitar solo on this next track is actually what I often use in the intro to my annual Best of Power Ballad videos. This is a really, really great song. Here's About to Break. Legendary melodic rock band from Canada, Harem Scarem, have been making great records for literally decades, and they always deliver a quality power ballad with each one. Here's One of Life's Mysteries at number 31. And that'll do it for episode 2 of the Top Rock 60 Power Ballads of the 21st Century. Stay tuned for the next episode. See you later.